Hello, guys. Welcome to Jacqueline Valdez Live. I'm super excited to be here. A dynamic talk show highlighting stories of hope and resilience. Today, we are going to be talking about the untold story of 90s hip hop and R&B legend, Father MC. Welcome.
What's going on?
How have you been? It has been a little bit since we have been in contact, and I'm so excited watching your journey and seeing all these amazing things that you are still up to.
Man, it's crazy. It's good. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It's real good.
Woohoo!
Being active.
I love it. And how do you stay so relevant?
You know what? I don't try. I'll tell you that. I don't know. Like, we still tour. My whole team. You know, I'm one of the few cats that got his whole team from back in the day. So when it's time for us to hit the road, like we just left LA. We had a show in LA. Now I got a show the 28th, March 28th in Thunder Valley with Jodeci and In Vogue. So we just stay on the road. We going to Africa. We're going to Africa in December.
Oh my gosh.
And we're scheduled to do Caesar's Palace out here in August. So, you know, we just staying busy and we staying productive, and my label F Media is keeping me crazy.
Shout out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's pretty incredible. How do you manage to keep yourself so centered and just stay so organized and kind of have your mind so clear? And it seems like you just keep getting younger every time I see you.
Thank you. Woo, thank you. I have those birthdays, baby. I tell you. No, you know, I just pay attention to everything around me. You know what I'm saying? I thank God. I talk to him every day, and I just stay focused. And you gotta the key to this game, I think, is you have to want it more than you wanted it before. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of people, like, they always say, yo, who's your competition and who'd you do a versus with and all of that. I'm like, I'm paying attention to the cats that's trying to get in. I'm not paying attention to the cats who I'm with already, because, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm paying attention not even to the young kids that's coming in. I'm paying attention to the ones who aren't, and they are trying to get in.
Wow.
They're trying to get in, and they are hungry. And, you know, the times have changed. You know, the game is still the same, just a lot of things transpired and moved over.
Right.
And, you know, but them companies, it kills me when people say there's no selling records. Trust me, if people weren't selling records, you wouldn't have record companies.
Right. That's so true.
I'm looking at these people like, you know, I tell people, don't get advice from people who try to do what you're trying to do. You know, don't let a dentist operate on your heart.
Yeah.
You know, in every band, there's a drummer, right? The drummer wants to be the lead singer.
Yeah.
Every band or every rapper that didn't make it, you know, quote unquote, or whatever the case may be, on circumstance, they are into something else now, but concerning the music. And, you know, when people give you advice, I tell people, listen to yourself, listen to you. Don't listen, because the people that don't like your music, you know, I remember my friend told me, you know, like, yo, you going to the girls, man? That's corny. That's crazy. Okay. The girl thing kept me going. You know what I mean? So, hey.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Hello, Sapphire Blue and Jake. Welcome to the live. Thank you for tuning in and your support.
That's my younger. She's not my artist. It's she's RC Star Management. That's my team in LA. You know, that's a management team, and they have Sapphire Blue is a crazy urban country artist that is nuts, and I'm about to produce her. Yeah, it's gonna be a thing. I'm very excited about that, because my little baby sister Sharon is crazy. I love her to death, but she's on business, and every day she tells me she got the eye of the tiger. And then Rich and Marvin, you know, her team, they're nuts. So, you know, when you have a team in back of you that's pushing you to do great, you know, people got to realize that this whole thing is a process.
Oh, I love that you're saying that.
It's a process. It's a process. It's not going to come overnight, but when it hits, and when it hits, you better have your seatbelt fastened. So I went from working at Kentucky Fried Chicken to being able to buy Kentucky Fried Chickens. So it's a difference. You know, you got to stay on your grind, and you got to do what you got to do.
I love that. You are dropping so many gems tonight. You're on fire.
Really? That's a really
yes.
Yeah.
I love that so much, though, because so many people have that thirst and that hunger, but then they either lose that passion or they lose that drive, or they get intimidated, or they're scared to have a team. And it's really important to have people around you that support you and push you.
You know, it's funny you say that, because I just had this conversation when I went to LA.
Oh, wow.
And people don't realize what a team do. People don't realize about going in the studio. I hate when I hear, I'm making a hit in the studio. I made a hit in the studio. And I tell people, you don't make hits in the studio. You make great songs in the studio. Your team, the record company, the publicist, the people that's doing your marketing, they make your record become a hit. And that's your team. And when you get a hit, it's a conjoint thing. People give up because it's taking too long. And people say, I've been doing this all my life. I hear that all the time. And it's so depressing. Because if you're doing it all your life and that's something you do, I don't like when people watch the award shows and they get excited. Like I could do this. And then they get excited for a month and they want to go hard.
Yeah.
But then the rest of the year, the rest of the 11 months, they just want to, okay, I'm going back to regular stuff.
Yeah. Hustle is real. And that's one thing why
definitely
so many people love you and so many people have so much respect for you and just follow your journey. And I think why you're still so loved is because you really do hustle. You really do have that passion. You really are open and you're really letting the door be open to other people to make a difference in this world, impacting people with music and, you know, letting people share their arts and the love for the arts.
You know, I had nobody, you know, I still remember when I was trying to get in the game, right? I had nobody doing the stuff I'm doing for artists out here. And I've been doing it my whole career. Jodeci, Mary, Intro, Dave Hollister, the list goes, Ray Parker Jr., the list just goes on of how many people, Anthony Hamilton. I mean, let's keep Horace Brown, Crystal Johnson. I could keep naming the people as I go.
I love it.
And all of them are successful.
Yeah.
The thing of it is you have, you know, this game is expensive.
Yeah.
That's just for one. I didn't have anyone. I didn't have lawyers or someone flying out to Sony or flying out to Universal or Warner Brothers screaming out my name like I'm doing for the artist that's under my umbrella. Wow. You know, they used to tell you, yo, you got to get a lawyer for that. You got to get a lawyer. That's called a lawyer shopping. See, these people don't realize you got to go. It's a process in doing this. And, you know, the internet's a blessing and a curse because people get excited. Yeah. People get excited because of their journey. And they don't understand the journey is just beginning. Once you finish studio, the journey is just starting. It's just starting. It's like, you know, and that's why I'm so excited about, you know, Sapphire Blue. She's an urban country artist that I listen to RC Star Management and the plans they have for her, right? Yeah. And I know that she's an artist because still I'm a CEO over here, Sony CEO, F Media, Father MC over here. So I'm still the artist. So I understand the trials and tribulations that the artist goes through. But then when I'm over here and I have my suit on, I'm like, I understand the moves that's being made or the artist. But the artists don't see it because they're not in those boardrooms when they getting chopped up and stabbed by other people in marketing departments, promotion departments. Everything is like, and everybody wants this. Everybody wants it, you know? So it's a thing of the hustle, and you gotta have a hard body for this. Yeah, you know? I know artists that they've been doing it so long, they just get tired. Like, what am I? No, I tell artists this all the time. You better go and look at older artists. You better go, if you're an older artist, you better be working harder than the 17-year-olds. You better don't give up on your talent. Yes. If nobody understands you, if no one understands you, make them understand you.
Yes.
Make
Don't give up. Make them
Make them
understand.
think of what you're doing wrong. And if you've been doing this for all your life and you getting turned down, I don't want to hear, yo, I almost had this, because it's always I almost. Change the diaphragm, change it. Like, forget almost, this is what we gotten, and let's go. You get what I'm saying?
Go.
You can't depend on people. My favorite thing I tell artists and my artists, like, move around. Move around. Like, I went, Sony got their publicist. They sent out for all my artists to go to LA. We did the publicist thing. At the end of the day, we got to still move around. We can't just wait for people to handle the ball for us. We got to dribble. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I love that so much. It's so true. You can't stay stagnant. And if you feel yourself not moving forward, then take that shift, take that pivot, and be in control of your destiny, and keep working on your practice and keep believing in yourself. A lot of people have a hard time finding that faith in themselves. Yes, Edie says, preach. Hello, Aristar. Yes, shout out. I love it. Thank you guys for tuning in. And like you said, paying tribute to some of the older generation and stuff with the 90s, what made that era so special?
Man, it was fun. First of all, it was fun, man. We still had the rough stuff. You know what I'm saying? And this is just a different generation. It's still fun, but it's a different type of fun. But it's their thing that they are doing. But what made 90s so good, it felt so good to just wake up. We didn't have the computer. We didn't have the beepers came into the latter years when we was a little older. We were finding ourselves. You get what I'm saying? But
good point.
We were outside. Like these cats say, "Oh, I'm outside." No, we were outside, because if some people couldn't, they lights went out, so we had to be outside. You get what I'm saying? So you get what I'm saying? Like we enjoyed how to have fun. Like every day, even I catch myself. I'm on the phone. Look, I got all these phones. Like I got like 6 phones. Like it's crazy, and I'm like this. Even on a plane, like I just be like, like, dude. It's like as soon as I wake up, I'm on the phone. Because I'm on a different time band. I'm always in Atlanta. I'm always in NY. I'm always in LA. Always. So it's like
taking that time away to step away from all of the noise.
And you step away and you get to see the hunger in different boroughs and different states of people. Like you got everybody. Before they drop a record, they would drop me, and then it would come out overseas 90 days later, right? You drop a record now, that thing is everywhere. Everywhere. You get what I'm saying? And it's a radio game. It's still a radio game. And people forget that song is king. I got artists that don't understand why ain't on radio yet. Because we don't have the radio record. Radio's not accepting it. You think just because I'm doing it and it's me that I could go, no, it's still a political game. They're going to play Father because Father's proven. These guys aren't proven. So they have to get proven and then get a hit, and your thing is going to change. But until you got to stay in the studio. And I tell artists, I say, the one who stays in the studio going to run into a record. They're going to run into a record because they're staying in and they're constantly doing the same thing. When you think you're that great of an artist, you starting to sound the same, money. Because you're doing the same thing.
That's true. That is
doing
so
the same
true.
thing.
Oh, you are dropping so many gems. Yes. So what is it you have helped define the new Jack Swing era? What was it like to be part of this movement?
I'm going to tell you, keep it real. Like, I did that shit by mistake. I did that by mistake. It was so fun because Dre and them, I was tearing. I got my deal on some hardcore stuff, to be honest with you.
Right.
And Dre, we had the record getting ready to go out, and Dre and Puff and all of them called me to the meeting.
Right.
And said, yo, we gonna can the album. And it was an album I'm Better, I'm Back, and It's My Turn. And I remember at the meeting, we ready to go shoot the video. I'm thinking we getting ready to have a good time. And they said, you back from what, Negro? When they said that, I'll just put my head down like, here we go with the BS. They gave me so much dough back then. And I was like, well, let me see what they say. And they said, look, we think we can make you a star. And Dre was big about making artists stars. He didn't want a cat with one record and that's it. He wanted to make you a star. And Jimmy Jenkins was the VP, the vice president. And I just watched how these guys, before I was even on Uptown,
Right.
Kurt Woodley was taking me, trying to get me signed to Uptown. He was the A&R.
Wow.
And I was there when Al B. Shaw was being made. I was there when Guy was coming up. I was there when Jeff Red. I was there with Nessus and Quest, Heavy D and them. And I knew them because I was just hanging out. And I was like, damn. I remember going to Uptown and Ultramagnetic. I don't know if you remember them.
Yeah.
The rappers. They were going overseas to London. And I'll never forget, they had a chalkboard up where, you know, an itinerary. And these guys was coming to the office back then getting like $50,000 to take overseas for incidentals. And I'm sitting there like, it's 50 grand, you know, like, and you know, I was hooked. I was like, I need to be here. And then I got mad because Dre wouldn't pay me no attention.
Oh.
And I went out and did it on my own. You know, everybody, they gave me deals. I got deals, but I went back to Uptown for management.
Wow.
But I just loved the way they did it. I saw them.
Right.
And when I saw them, I was like, this is it. This is where I need to be. And you got to know this is where you need to be. And I knew that it was a process. And I knew it was a process. You're not going to be a star overnight. You're dealing with the internet, plus you're dealing with record labels now. They go like this and they throw stuff up in the air. And whatever sticks is what's sticking.
Yeah.
And whatever sticks, sticks. But then you get into those meetings and it's confusing because they're paying attention to the artists you have. We don't like him, we don't like her, and they don't care to tell you that they don't, or they do.
Wow. What would you tell your younger self now?
Would I do anything different, you mean? Like,
yeah. Would you do anything different? Would you, yeah.
You know what? No. Wouldn't do nothing different.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do nothing good. I would take the good and the bad. Because you want to know why?
Yeah.
That was God's plan.
Yeah.
So I would take the good and I would take the bad and just deal with it. I wouldn't brush nothing under the rug. Because in this game, you got to be able to take the good and the highs and the lows and accept it. And, you know, and then you got to take what comes with that.
Yeah.
And if you know, it's always going to show itself. Karma is the key. It's going to show itself at the end of the day. And I think if you do right by people will talk about you because you're doing good. Because you're doing good. They have nothing bad. Haters don't have anything negative to really say about you. So they talk to each other. That's what you got to understand.
Interesting.
A rich person, I've never seen a rich person go like have time to talk about somebody because they trying to get money. So they're not talking. The broke people, they sit down all day and let me get a drink. Yo, and it's always somebody else's fault. No, if you get off your ass and go to work and do what these kids is doing, maybe they'll be enthused to rock with you. And I tell the artists, I preach to them like, you know, it's time to go to work, baby. It's time to go to work because it's enough in this game for everybody here and some.
Yes, I love that. Yes, like Edie says, preach for sure. And Hope Hello says you've always been humble, and it's an amazing pleasure to see someone from the hood make it out. Oh my gosh, I love it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Such amazing things and so much love for you from so many people. It's really incredible.
I appreciate it. Of course, you know, sometimes you got to realize, like, I fought to get in the game, man. I fought to get in. Me and my brother Marquand. Now, Marquand, good example. My brother, he's the executive producer for A Godfather of Harlem, the TV show, you know.
Yeah. He's
the executive producer, but I took him when he was a kid and he was doing bad. I said, you coming with me. Talk to my dude like, yo, school ain't him. He was in and out of Sparkford, a juvenile detention. He's coming on the road. Now he's the executive producer of one of the hottest shows in the country. So, you know, you gotta, you know, I think God put me here to recognize what talent is and to situate it. And you ever had a conversation and you knew exactly what it was, but you never was in that line of work?
Yeah.
Like I I don't know.
It's
I don't,
like a bigger picture, something even higher, something from above that just really, it's like your destiny.
yeah,
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 yeah. Like Eddie
yeah.
says, continue to aim high.
That's right. Because you don't shoot low. You know,
Yes. Uh,
I enjoy the being the soundtrack of the '90s. I enjoy it because I mean, like I enjoy to see the people and then like to go watch the Apollos and to go watch the all the shows, Arsenio Halls and the all of the shows that we've done in the stages that we've touched. Like I tell people, man, I've touched so many stages, and what's miraculous is to touch the stages that Michael Jackson touched, and then be
yeah.
privy to have, God bless Frank DeLeo and Michael Jackson, but Frank DeLeo became my manager. He managed Michael Jackson,
Wow.
and he came for me. I didn't go reaching out for but when he came for me, a lot of stuff came, like the perks came because he was Michael Jackson's manager.
Yeah.
Like the
Imagine.
perks came, and whoo,
Like Robin said, it's your calling.
yeah, that was crazy. And then I'm sitting in the room, I'm seeing Mike, and I'm sitting there like as a kid, I'm just remembering
Yeah.
Michael Jackson on Soul Train, and now next thing you know, I'm on Soul Train. Not
Wow.
only once, like every album, every single, I'm on Soul Train with my crew.
What a journey.
That's crazy. That was crazy.
Wow. It must have been very surreal and just very almost like spiritual too.
You want to know? I do because I knew who I was going to be. Like it
Wow.
wasn't no like I had a B plan to nothing. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming, and it was like it was just a matter of time.
Yeah.
What I did was I got out my own way, and I started paying attention and letting people dictate. Like I got out my own way, and once I got out my own way, and I paid attention to other people that's telling me that's in the game
Right.
what to do instead of listening to the people that ain't never did this.
Yeah.
That's when I start getting places. I start getting places, and I start. You know, this game is financial. You gotta invest in yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you got to. A younger kid is gonna take everything they got and go for it.
Yeah.
An older kid, an older man or woman, they got responsibilities, and you can't knock them for that.
Yeah.
But they got responsibilities, so they can't take the risk that the younger kid can. But the record companies want to deal with the youth because they're youthful.
Right.
I'm in these record companies convincing people. I'm convincing them, yo, a hit is a hit, money.
Yes.
And they'll tell you, I'm in the record companies like a hit is a hit.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to hear about that. I'll have old people dancing and doing what they do.
Yes. It's
You get what I'm
just a
saying?
number. Yeah. Talent is talent.
You see them rockers putting out records when they 80, 90 years old.
Yeah.
They still putting them. Why you gotta stop?
Yeah.
Only thing you gotta do is stay dedicated and get it.
Yes.
It's that the older cats gotta move different. And they gotta move real different, and they gotta move around. You gotta move around. If you're trying to get in this game, you gotta move around. You can't think you're gonna go into the studio and you spend a whole bunch of money for studio and you don't get nothing. Right. That's just the way the game works. You go and spend money for the lotto tickets and you don't hit the lotto. Every time you spend you invested in the lotto.
Yeah.
So, but if you keep doing it, you're gonna run into that record. That's gonna possibly change your whole life. Because treat them like you want to be treated changed my whole life, my entire life.
I love it. So many gems you're dropping. Oh my goodness gracious. I could talk to you all night long. What exciting things do you have coming up?
Man, I'm about to release my artists. We're pinning down the artists, Yeah. I'm working with an older gentleman by the name of E.C. Adams, and his hustle. I have not seen anyone outdo this dude's hustle.
Wow.
And he goes and he's running into the records because we're figuring it out. You can't carry it by yourself, so we're gonna get somebody else to piggyback to help carry you. Now, a hit is a hit.
Yeah.
I tell artists that. I have this young lady by the name of Sahara. She's about to be a problem to everyone. We got Nunu, we got Vanessa. We got so many people. We got B Love the Bear. We got a Belizean guy, it's Mr. J Love. We got, I'm not gonna say my secret weapon, but you know, we got cats, and I'm very excited about, Safari Blue, the urban country chick, because
Yeah.
she's
That's so
a
exciting.
problem. And her thing is not a gimmick. Like
Right.
her country ain't a gimmick. RC management know what to do. And if they need help, I'm going to help them throw the fishing rod in to help them as much as I can because of my baby sister.
And I love that you are helping so many people share their talent and nurture their talent and really just making an impact. You're not, gatekeeping all of these secrets and all of these tips. You're so, just open and giving and sharing and just, so humble. It's just so beautiful to see. And just to see that you have such a passion, not just for yourself, but really just for music and talent and the creativeness.
I like give birth. I call it giving birth, like to the artists, like their talents. When I've seen the biggest stars like do it, but we were all everyone else once in our life. And I remember I used to have to stand outside at record labels and in the hallway. Then when I got my chance and I became who I became, I used to go and talk to them. Like the other stars would go and be like this, like, that mystique, you just walk past. I go and talk to the cats when they in the lobbies. Now, yo, what's going on? Y'all can do it. Y'all just got to stick with it. Because I didn't have that back then. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't have that back then where it was so accessible. So the knowledge I give cats, I could tell you something and it'll be like, because you think you know me,
right.
You'll be like, okay, that's my guy. I think I know him. I'll tell you and give you the knowledge for free. You'll go and get a suit, which is a lawyer. You'll pay him thousands of dollars and he'll tell you exactly what I told you, but I'm just like this.
Yeah.
So I always say it's a thing in my thing. I say you got to park the car on people sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes you got to park that car and stop driving it and see where they get. And see where they get. See, when people depend on you so much,
right?
They depend on waking up. What we got going on? What you got going on? Because I know what I got going on. Now, It depends on what you got going on to let me see what I can help you with what you got going. You're not going to depend on me.
I love that. Yeah, just leading.
You're not going to just depend on me. If I can't depend on you, if you don't want it and I don't see it, you want this, then what makes me go? And even though Sony's paying for my plane tickets, and that's because of what I've done. See, what I did was I construed my deal different than the average cat. Like, I want a record deal and then I want all of this money for all of these artists. No, they invested in the brand of Father MC. I did my deal different. So I made them invest in me. So I don't have to give excuses of who I'm bringing in and this is what I want to do. I do get critiqued about the artist's music when I go to the meetings, but I don't go and we don't like him, so I don't care who y'all don't like. This is what I see. I'm out here. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes you park the car, and when the car's parked, the artist got to realize, like, damn, what am I really doing? And if you're not doing nothing to get that car to move again, then that car gonna stay exactly where it's at.
Yeah.
I get my artists on radio. They on radio. We do a record, they're on radio because I go to Jimmy Jenkins and say, Jim, service this. I go to Doug. I go to all of them as service these records, man. Let's see until they bounce on something and we get those numbers. These artists are gonna stay in the studio baking because once that record is solidified, then the budget comes, and then I'm not getting a budget where like we're in the midst of the Father MC situation.
Yeah.
So they want me to do Father MC and put me on F Media, which makes all the sense in the world. It would shut my artists down.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? It would shut my artists down because they got Father. So the parent company is going to focus on nothing but Father.
Right.
My deal, just speaking of Bob Celestin and them today, like my deal, it goes where I'm going directly over here. So Father's not going to get in the way of anyone over here.
Right. Wow.
So now father's focus is Sahara. Is you? I'm telling you, I'm gonna send you some of her stuff.
I'm excited.
She's a problem. She is a
I'm
problem.
excited. Oh my
A
goodness.
problem. And as much she has her daughter, which is my baby girl, and her son.
Oh.
And you know, she has a story, and I'm gonna let you interview her. But
Yeah,
she has a story that's crazy.
Oh.
But the thing of it is she's hungry. She stays and she's a writer, she's a singer, and she got the eye of the tiger. And she got to do what she got to do, being a single mom. But the kids are raised excellent. These kids ain't baby kids like, yo, get out of here, go. Them kids know, you know.
Yeah, I love that so much. Thank you, Audrey, for tuning in. Oh my goodness gracious. What is it that you want to be remembered for?
That I love the Lord. Forget the Father MC, forget the they're gonna remember the Father. But God, I talk to him every day, and me and God be having our own little personal conversations. I'll be like, yo, man, listen. And then I find myself laughing with him or laughing, you know. I think you know, it's just my own little relationship, you know. But for me to be remembered by is anything is possible, man. Anything is possible if you believe in yourself and believe that you can achieve it. To get it, you can go do it. You know, pay attention to your circle, because your circle could be your worst downfall. You get what I'm saying? Them people don't want you to, they want you to win, but they really don't, because they scared you're going to leave them. They scared you're going to leave them. A lot of your circle really be scared you're going to leave. And then, you know, your circle is the people that do you in 90% of the time.
Wow.
You know, and that's sad, but it's just the true reality. And you got to put in the work. And what you put into this is what someone else is going to give you in return. And if they see you working, and I know this not only with me, but with everyone. Yeah. With everyone. Make me a believer. You know, the reason why I'm so like Safari, like I'm so Sapphire Blue. The reason why I'm so excited is because I told my baby sis, I said, Sharon, I said, the rich too. I said, y'all got something, but until y'all get serious, when y'all tired of playing and doing all of this extra stuff, when y'all bring her to the truth.
No more playing. No more playing.
When y'all bring her to me, y'all gonna see the difference. Because I'm not making records to make records and let them go on the internet and be hee hee ha ha. I got to deal with Sirius XM. I got to deal with iHeart, Eddie OJ, my guy. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. They do the F Media takeover. As soon as we finish the studio and we get these records mixed and everything, guess what? It goes straight to the radio and say, service this record. Where? Service. Let me hear what the world think about it. Yeah. You know, and sometimes don't say F Media. Don't say F Media. Don't say Father. Play the record. Give it a fair shot. You get what I'm saying? And the radio game.
Yeah, so excited.
Yeah, the radio game is so crazy. I'm looking for artists. That really want it. Not afraid to sleep, get their hands dirty in the studio. Not afraid to wake up, don't brush your teeth, get in the vocal booth. Let's go. Come on, bro. You gotta brush your teeth because I don't want to smell like that. You know. Yes. You know. So that drive. You know, I'm looking for the guys who really are thirsty, the ladies who are thirsty, hungry. I'm looking to bring back women that I can look at and be like, she's beautiful with her clothes on. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. I want, you know, get the mind. I want to build stars. I don't want to build cats that's internet savvy. I want that internet savviness, but I want to build, like, when you walk into the airport, people know who you are. Yeah. You know, class. Put the class back in the game.
I love that so much. Yes. It has been such a pleasure, and I could continue this conversation. We're going to have another talk sometime again.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And follow up again.
Yeah, with you. Let's pull up.
Yes, I love it.
Do it. I appreciate you so much, and I want the world to just remember F Media is here. Yeah. We here. And when we touch it down every day. We got Oh my God, we got Mirage. She did a record. We got Tanja, that she's done a record with EC. We have, Sahara's a force to be reckoned. We're working on J Love's album, trying to figure him out.
So
You
many
know,
people.
we got Nunu, man, Jesse Pitts. Oh my God, she was on you know, she was on The Voice, came in third place, and came and said, "Let's go to work." We go to work. So when I'm going to Sony, New York, LA, I'm getting my artists out there, and we going into the studio. See, so it's like it's crazy,
Yeah.
and oh, before I bounce out,
Yes.
I want to say, my condolences to the Tony crew with Dwayne passing, Angie Stone, to the people, I knew them personally both. I was on tour with both of them. I did spot dates with Angie, and I knew Angie when she used to always want me to work with her in the studio at Universal. And Dwayne, Tony, I'm bringing him on stage with me in Sacramento.
Wow.
To take a time out and let everybody throw they phones up, because these brothers contributed so much greatness in the game of music. Yeah. And their records got me through a point in my life like, wow. And then to see I'm on tour with these guys.
Wow.
For 2 years, like on tour with them every day. I'm in my tour bus. I'm waking up in a different city. Wow. And we cracking jokes and we getting money on tour. But we built a relationship, and the guys, to Raphael and the men, man,
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, and we getting older. So, I tell the brothers all the time, man, stay in the doctor. So if I get a headache, my crew will tell you, if I get a headache, I'm at the emergency room, like whatever, money. I'm here. I'm not playing with nothing.
You have to really take care of yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. And the older you get, them joints don't be moving the same. They can say all they want. You be like, you do a couple of push-ups. Oh, God. I got stairs in my house. I'm about to put an elevator in this joint. Crazy. In this one story, too. Whoop, I'm there. Crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a good thing, man. Wow. You keep the people in your prayers, because, people always going to need people.
Yeah.
And that's one thing, we just got to figure it out.
I love that.
Figure it out. When people talk about people, I walk out the room, I walk away. Guys are jealous of you because of the girls, and guys be telling
supporting yourself with good energy and supportive people, and walking away from that negative vibe or energy or negativity is so impactful.
Yeah, definitely, because there's people, you gotta just understand one thing. There's people that's gonna be around you because they want something from you, or you could offer them something. And hey, that's cool, that's life. We can't get mad at it. It is what it is. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'll allow them to be around me if they can benefit me as well. So I'm knowing, like, you ain't, father is a different breed. I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm from NY. We keep it 100, like it or not. I ain't here to have a whole bunch of people. I'm not one of them cats that need 20 billion people around me. I don't do that. I
feel like as we start to get wiser, we start to realize, people that come in and out of our lives, we're meant to come in and out, and to really just stick with people that really support you and really push you up.
Yeah, because some people gonna make you work, and you're not gonna mind doing it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna mind doing it, because even though you're gonna benefit a lot, you don't mind doing it if you see that end of the road, that rainbow at the end of the road. Yes. But when you don't, and you kind of like, I'm doing everything to try to make this fit, and it's just not coming to pieces, you got to take the friendship and cut that friendship off and go over here and go do something else. And if they meant to be in your life, they're gonna be there. And if they not, you gotta, hey, I done lost a lot of people. Yeah. I ain't mad at it. Yeah. Sometimes people, you get them out your life, and your thing escalate even higher.
Yeah, and things, work out better. That's something that I've really learned to embrace this year. I used to hold on to friendships that would fall apart, and after they do fall apart, it's always like you said, there's something even brighter, more doors open, and I elevate even higher. And now I've really learned to embrace it, that that was meant to be, and we're on a
Yeah,
wavelength, we're on a different energy.
man, you got to understand one thing. People don't understand. People will gas you up.
Yeah,
And if you stick with the people that just gas you up, you got to understand they're not preparing you for when you go over here and them people tell you the truth.
yeah,
But see, you so used to everybody like you're the greatest, you're dope, and you're really not.
yeah,
And it's like what you can become. But let's go over here and listen to what these people got to say. Because those are people that don't care. They're not haters. They
yeah,
just don't care. So you're going to give you your truth. See, these people, the people that's going to give you all the hype and everything,
yeah,
I'll tell you how you find out who's really down. Get in trouble financially.
yeah,
Say you need something.
yeah,
Go to those people that's always, yo, you're the greatest. My God.
yeah.
Huh? At the end of the
And then they
day,
disappear.
yo, oh my God, no, they start running away from you.
Yeah,
Those people that don't care probably the first ones that'll hook you up and handle you.
yeah.
You see, at the end of the day, it's a sad thing, but it's a true reality. It's a
It is.
true reality.
It is. Yeah, like Robin said, people come in your life for reasons and in seasons of your
In
life.
seasons, in
Yeah,
seasons.
I
And,
love that.
and you have to know, like sometimes you can't tell people nothing because they want to believe in the hype so much that you can't tell them. And the ones that's really hating on them
Yeah.
are the ones that they have right in their circle.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very true. That's very true. And you've gotten to work with some really incredible people over the years. There's just so many incredible memories that I'm sure that you have, and so many good times and so many struggles and just,
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah. When you look at a sad situation, you look at the Diddy situation.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's a sad situation, but whether it's true or not, who's to say that man, people forget like all they say the freak offs, the parties. He's
Right.
not sitting in jail because of a freak off or a party. If he was freaky, it ain't a law being a freak. You get what I'm saying? He ain't in jail because of Cassie.
Yeah.
So like R. Kelly, somebody got mad and the right people got mad and you
Right.
know they showing their arm. Because
Yeah.
we can't forget those 50 billion streams and all of that is given to us.
Right.
It's part of a brainwash. It's given to us.
Wow.
I'm in the offices, I'm in these meetings, I'm seeing who they saying this is what we doing. This is what we doing. And it's a marketing thing. Marketers make the artists. You don't even need a record company if you get a right marketer, but you got to put that money in like everything.
Yeah.
You can't just think my talent gonna get me hits. They don't even care.
Yeah.
They don't even care.
Yeah.
The number game,
Absolutely. Wow.
like the number game, you gotta look at all the guys that play ball.
Yeah.
Look at all the guys that play ball. They go to college. A few of them gonna be on Kobe level, God bless them, and say, okay, we're gonna take him straight from high school. But look at, people get grandfathered in. I ain't saying the names, but look at the people who got kids that is in the NBA and people
Right.
mad because there's people out there that really deserve it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
It's so crazy, yeah, how that works out. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I am going to thank everyone for tuning in because we could continue this conversation all night long. And it
All
has been
day.
such a pleasure. Yes, and we will definitely reconnect again. And it has just been so much fun and just such a pleasure. And I'm just so
Been great,
excited
man. You've
for
always been a supporter. And I want you to tune in tomorrow night, a matter of fact, at WEAJ 1023 iHeartRadio. I got a majority, like I got a few of my artists in rotation on iHeart
okay.
during the whole days. But tomorrow, 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern time, 9 until 1 a.m. It's F Media Takeover, and they play nothing but F Media artists all day, all night. They just play it, and you're gonna hear some new stuff. You're gonna hear some stuff that you're gonna hear more frequently, and it's time to go.
Very cool. Woohoo! We'll tune in.
Tune in.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Remember to subscribe and like and follow. I'm on all social media platforms. Jacqueline Valdez Live. Thank you. Take care.